కన్వర్సేషన్లో డే టు డే కన్వర్సేషన్లో మనం వాడుకుంటున్న ప్రతి మాట ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడగలిగి ఉన్నట్టయితే అప్పుడు మనకి ఇంగ్లీష్తో ఉన్నటువంటి ఒక రకమైన ఫోబియా, ఇబ్బంది ఏముందో సైకలాజికల్ ప్రాబ్లం, సైకలాజికల్ బ్యారియర్ పోయేందుకు అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. సో ఈరోజు మీకు ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్కి సంబంధించిన ఇన్పుట్స్ అందించే దానికోసమని మిమ్మల్ని మీకు ఇంగ్లీష్కి మధ్యలో ఉన్న ఒక మానసికమైనటువంటి తెరని, సైకలాజికల్ బ్యారియర్ని మీరు క్రాస్ చేసి రేపటి నుంచి మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్కి స్నేహితులుగా, ఇంగ్లీష్ మీకు స్నేహితులుగా మారేందుకు హెల్ప్ చేసే దానికోసమని ఈ రంగంలో ఎక్స్పర్టు, ట్రైనింగ్ రంగంలో ఎక్స్పర్టు, ఇంగ్లీష్కి సంబంధించి ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఉన్నటువంటి శిల్పా శ్రీనివాస్ మేడంని మేము ప్రత్యేకంగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసి మీకోసం తీసుకొచ్చాం. ఆమె చాలా బిజీ పర్సన్. కార్పొరేట్స్ వాళ్ళకి, గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫీసర్స్కి, రకరకాల వాళ్ళకి ఈ స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ టీచింగ్ అండ్ అదర్ పర్సనాలిటీ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఏరియాస్లో ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రన్ చేస్తుంటారు. పర్టికులర్గా ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్కి సంబంధించిన విషయాలు డిజైన్ చేస్తుంటారు. రకరకాల గవర్నమెంట్స్, రకరకాల కార్పొరేట్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇన్ఫోసిస్, కర్ణాటక గవర్నమెంట్తోనూ, ఇన్ఫోసిస్ వాళ్ళతోనూ, చాలా వాళ్ళతో నేషనల్ అండ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ లెవెల్ ఎన్జిఓస్తో కూడా వర్క్ చేస్తుంటారు. ప్రత్యేకంగా ఫోకస్డ్ గ్రూప్స్ కోసం అని, అంటే అచ్చంగా గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫీసర్స్, అచ్చంగా కార్పొరేట్ సిఇఓస్, మేనేజ్మెంట్ పొజిషన్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు డిఫరెంట్ ఫోకస్డ్ గ్రూప్స్ కోసమని హై లెవెల్లో ఆమె స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాసెస్ రన్ చేస్తుంటారు. అట్లాంటి బిజీ పర్సన్ మనకి ఇవాళ ఇంగ్లీష్కి సంబంధించి ఎక్స్పోజర్, మీరు టీచర్స్గా మీకు ఇంగ్లీష్కి మధ్యలో ఉన్న బ్యారియర్ని క్రాస్ చేయడానికి హెల్ప్ చేయడం కోసమని ఇవాళ మేడం తమ టైం కేటాయించి మన దగ్గరికి వచ్చారు. మేడం గురించి చెప్పాలంటే ఇంకొక 5-10 నిమిషాలు చెప్పచ్చు. ఇది 3 పాయింట్లు ముఖ్యంగా మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఒకటి, ఆమె ఇంగ్లీషు తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ అయ్యింది కూడా ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఉన్నది. సో ఇంగ్లీష్ యొక్క విస్తృతమైన వాడకం ఎట్లా ఉంది, ఏ నేటివ్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అనేది తెలుసు. సో ఇంగ్లీష్ వాడటంలో ఉన్న డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ తెలుసు. సో కనుక మీరు మీ ఇంగ్లీష్ని నిజంగానే ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టాండర్డ్కి డెవలప్ చేసుకోదలుచుకుంటే ఆమె గైడెన్స్ మీకు ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. 2, సో ఫోకస్డ్గా ఉన్న గ్రూప్స్ కోసం జనరల్గా స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ అని చెప్పడం కాకుండా ఫోకస్డ్గా ఉన్న గ్రూప్స్ చెప్పడం ఆమెకు అలవాటు కనుక మీరు ఫోకస్డ్గా, మీరు అందరూ ప్రైవేట్ టీచర్స్ కనుక మీ ఫోకస్డ్ గ్రూప్ కోసం అనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఆమె చెప్పమన్నాం. ఆమె చాలా బిజీగా ఉండి కూడా మన రిక్వెస్ట్ని మన్నించి మన కోసం అని వచ్చారు. మేడం శిల్పా శ్రీనివాస్ గారు, షీ ఈజ్ సిఇఓ ఆఫ్ హర్ ఓన్ పర్సనాలిటీ డెవలప్మెంట్, ఇది హర్ కంపెనీ ఫౌండరు. ఆమె తన కంపెనీ తరఫున ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రన్ చేస్తుంటారు. సిఇఓ అండ్ ఫౌండర్ ఆఫ్ సెల్ఫ్ అకాడమీ. దే ట్రైన్, ఇందాక నేను చెప్పినట్టు ఫోకస్డ్ స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాసెస్ అండ్ పర్సనాలిటీ డెవలప్మెంట్ క్లాసెస్ రన్ చేస్తుంటారు. సో ఫర్దర్గా కూడా మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా ఫోకస్డ్గా కావాలంటే మేడం హెల్ప్ మీరు తీసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఐ ఇన్వైట్ మేడంని అంతసేపు కూర్చోబెట్టి నేను ఎక్కువసేపు మాట్లాడటం కరెక్ట్ కాదు. సో హోల్ హార్టెడ్లీ ఐ ఇన్వైట్ శిల్పా శ్రీనివాస్ మేడం టు ఎన్లైటన్ us అబౌట్ స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇన్ అవర్ డే టు డే. నేను కూడా ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్ టీచర్నే మేడం, అంచేత ఐ ఆమ్ ఆల్సో ఈగర్ టు లెర్న్ ఫ్రమ్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ అండి. నౌ ద ఫ్లోర్ ఈజ్ యువర్స్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. అందరికీ నా హృత్పూర్వక నమనాలు. జై హింద్, జై భారత్ first of all, and a very happy Independence Day on the eve of Independence Day. Endukante repu Independence Day and we have to celebrate the spirit of Independence Day from today itself. So very happy Independence Day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. And it is such a wonderful opportunity. It's a privilege and honor to me that I've been invited to address all the teachers. Matrubhyo namaha, Pitrubhyo namaha, and then Gurubhyo namaha. So immediately after our parents, it is the teachers, that we bow our heads to. So I bow my head in front of all of you. It's a wonderful opportunity. Subbarao garu, meeku na dhanyavadalu for choosing me to address all of you. It's wonderful. And a very happy evening to one and all. Are you all ready? Are you all ready to go ahead with simple tips and simple sentences in English? After this session, I'm sure all of you will be speaking in English in your class. I will give you that assurance. Will you give me that assurance that you will all be ready to speak in English after this class? Yes? Come on, switch on your cameras and let me know your energy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I want to see your thumbs up. Yeah, we are all ready to speak in English, ma'am. Simple English conversations. Endukante, English, as Subbarao sir said, we have to treat it like our friend. It's not our enemy. It's not, a very complicated thing to learn. Okay, it's like our friend. So let's treat it as our snehituralu, and we will learn it in a very loving way. Once we start loving something, we will find it very easy to learn it, right? Okay, then bring it on. Say, bring it on. Bring it on in your chat box. Type BIO, bio. Bring it on in your chat box. Come on, let me see all the bios. I don't want bio only from science teachers. I want from English, mathematics, social, all teachers. Bio. What is bio? Bring it on. Yeah. Thank you so much. Radhika Garu, Rajender Garu, Narsaya Garu, Krishnamurti Garu, Venkatama, Pooja, to each one of you. Awesome. Bring it on. Well, na Hrudayapurvaka Namanalu to our Guruji, Gampa sir, the founder of Impact Foundation. Without him, I wouldn't have been here at all. So my heartfelt thanks to you, sir. Wherever I am, whichever session I start with, I always start my namaskarams to you. So today, yet again, before I begin, let me bow down and then begin the session. Thank you so much. So you all have that energy. Let us go ahead. Let's move it on. Meekandariko enduku English kavali? Why do you want to speak in English in the class? Can you unmute or can you put it in the chat box? English lekunda unte kuda Telugulo maatladochu kada. Why do you want to speak in English? What is the intention behind learning? When you have your intention clear, when you have clarity over your intention, you will be motivated to learn. Okay, Rajender Garu, meer cheptunnaru, communicate worldwide. Okay, yes, you can always communicate with people who do not know Telugu also, if you know English. Very good. All the courses are in English. Kada, internet is full of English, any magazine, any books, anything you want to refer, it's always in English. Okay, all the parents want their kids to learn English, to grab the opportunities for effective communication. Chala manchi vardu, effective communication, Krishnamurti garu, excellent. International language, okay, yes, it's the most popular, widely used language. And you know what? We Indians are the best in speaking English. Mana diction, mana fluency, everriku radu. So we should be proud of it. But only when we learn it, right? So yes, to travel abroad and to get more opportunities, wonderful. Andaru chana baga chepparu. You all know your intentions are very clear, and we are absolutely having a clear-cut path that why should we speak in English, especially as a teacher. Now, one of my most favorite profession is teaching. It's not that it is the noblest profession. Of course, we know, doctor and teachers, these both, they are the noblest of all, and the profession is noblest of all. But I don't know, it is my favorite because I feel teaching is not just a profession. Teaching is not just a profession. What else? Can someone complete it? Fill in the blanks for me. Teaching is not just profession. What else? Sri Lakshmi Garu, ipudu question has been changed. Marchidi. So you should change your answer. It's a mission. Wow. Awesome. It's a passion. Wow. Chala manchi answers vastunnai. It's a responsibility. Excellent, excellent. Creating new generation. Well said. Creators. Excellent, Sandhya Garu. Guidance. Okay. Because you like. As simple as that. Very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. According to me, all of this, whatever you said, is true. 100% true. Can I add something to it? Can I add something to it? Yeah. For me, teaching is an attitude. If you do not have the attitude towards teaching, you cannot just take it up as a profession. Chala mandi unnaru, just for time pass, they want to get into teaching, earn some money monthly. Kada mogudik chana chakkana job undi, they just want to be here for time pass. Or they just want to treat it as a stopgap arrangement. Yes, there are many people in this field like that. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. But it will affect the students a lot if you do not have the attitude of teaching in you, and if you pick up the profession just like that. Unlike being an accountant, unlike being an engineer, unlike being an auditor, any other profession, even without having an attitude of becoming an accountant, you can still work. But without having the attitude of teaching, you cannot be in this profession. You need to love it. The amount of love you have towards your profession, towards your students, and towards your subject, that defines the attitude. How many of you agree with me? These 3 points: love towards your profession, love towards your students, and love towards your subject. Yeah, can you all understand? I'm trying to put it in very simple English. Edana doubts oste, you can ask me in Telugu. I will definitely reply, because today we are going to learn about spoken English. So let's continue the session in English and make it very simple. Yeah, everybody able to understand? Are you all with me? Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So these 3 things are inevitable to get into teaching. And with all this, you all have got into this profession. So hats off to all of you. You're all doing a marvelous job. Corona, this particular situation, COVID situation, after the virus Corona entered our lives, it has been very challenging to our country, especially. India has been facing so many challenges. And I would say frontline workers, teachers have to be included. The amount of efforts teachers are putting into the profession, to make the children understand, to run the classes online, correcting papers, and, doing these exams and tests, they are putting their more than 100%. I wouldn't say 100%, more than 100%. Isn't it? So I think teachers have to be treated as frontline workers like any other doctor or nurse or any other workers, because they are striving so hard to keep everything normal. And children are just, they are having their own struggles. We adults, we can somehow cope with the extreme situations. But a huge shout out to all the children, to all the students who have been trying to take it in the right spirit. Isn't it? Online schools, online teaching, online classes, when it came initially, was very tough for everybody. The entire virtual classroom concept was very tough to understand. But slowly we got used to it. And hats off to all the teachers and students who have been doing so well. So pat your back on that. Pat your back. It's not about being egoistic. It's about self-love. Okay, there is a lot of difference between ego and self-love. You need to love yourself. Then you will start loving your profession, your students, your subject, and all that. Okay, so pat your back on that. And let's move ahead with today's course. And I got some lovely, lovely answers. All of you, whatever you said, that yenduku English anta important ante, ani correct. Whatever you told, everything is correct. To add a few more, you have better employment opportunities. Right? Better employment opportunities once you start speaking English. It leads to your professional development. Professional development ante educational qualifications ante kaadu. You might be getting academically qualified, but you also need to upgrade yourself, upskill yourself every time. That also contributes to your professional development. Right? also your network will grow. Now, in this today's modern era, we call it's a global village. Muttam globe anta, it's like a small village. We are all connected to each other. It's all about networking. So once you can speak the global language, automatically your network will grow, right? You will be able to have discussions with everybody around you. Not only restrict to people who can speak your language, but widen your network. You can have discussions with everybody. So English being a global language will give you better opportunities wherever you're working. In that particular institution itself, you will have better opportunities for promotion. And if you want to switch jobs, of course, you have excellent opportunities and you can widen your network and you can have discussions with people. You can make friends globally. When you travel, definitely you would require a common language and you can make friends globally and you can extend your network. It is very much required for professional development. But the prime most thing is, as a teacher, when you start speaking in English, you will influence your students to do the same. So that's the best part. They listen, they absorb, and they imitate. So one teacher can inspire a minimum of 1 lakh students. So imagine we have more than 100 teachers here. You have to give me the count. So many mathematics teachers here. So if one teacher can inspire 1 lakh students, according to statistics, it's the, that's how the mathematics work. So how many students can you all inspire? 100 teachers. It's phenomenal. It's abundant, right? It's infinity. So to do that, to inspire the younger generation, the future generation, as some of you said, yes, we need to be professional and we need to start speaking in English. Make them ready to face the real world, right? And don't you think, my friends, when you speak in English, you will feel more confident? How many of you agree with me? Me confidence ostunda English lo matladite ante correct ga matladali, tappu English kaadu. Do you feel much more confident when you speak in English? Then type yes in the chat box. Yeah, right? Thank you so much for being honest with me. Excellent. Because especially in India, speaking in English is equivalent to being intelligent, right? If somebody can speak English well, it means that person is very intelligent. That's how we equate it. And that is why confidence automatically comes. When we feel the opposite person is thinking of us as intelligent, confidence comes from within. But otherwise also, it's a beautiful language. Okay, we don't have to have any kind of phobia, as Subbarao Garu said. Okay, there is no need to have any fear, no need to have any hesitation. It's a very simple language. It's not as difficult as Telugu, not as difficult as Hindi. No, it's not as difficult as any other language. Very simple, just 26 alphabets. We have to learn it in the right way. Okay, and it becomes easy. Let me also tell you, here we are to learn few fundamental aspects of English, not to gain a degree in English, not to gain a PhD in English. Okay, we don't have to understand the grammatical nuances of it, but we will speak in a very correct way through our unique methodology. All right, that's what we do at Self Academy, as Subbarao Garu was telling. We run an academy called Self Academy where we teach English without grammar. Yes, it is possible to learn without grammar, and you can speak very fluently and correctly. All right, let's go ahead with that. And kindly, I request all of you to please make notes. Okay, just for this 1 hour, all of you are my students. So I want all my students to make notes. Yeah, it always gets imprinted in your mind when you write something. And I will also write along with you. I haven't prepared everything. I have not put into my PPTs. I also want to write along with you. So I would request all of you to make notes. Okay, before that, let me share my screen. Can you all see my screen? Whoever is on video, just give me a thumbs up so that I know you're all able to see my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, all right. So a little bit of classroom language is what we are going to look into. This is again one of my favorite quote. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. So that's what we are trying to do as the present generation teachers. We involve the students. Students are very good at imitating us. So we will involve them and we will make sure they imitate us. And that's how the teacher has become more like a facilitator now. Rather than teaching everything, we facilitate them to learn. And let us start with this wonderful saying. So I want to give you different scenarios where you can start your day, start your class with English sentences and move on step by step. Okay. So the first thing is when you enter the class, you greet them and you introduce yourself if you're a new teacher. Otherwise, you can just say that, today's lesson is this, today we're going to begin. So we will start with greetings and introduction. Okay. That would be the heading. We will learn sentences in this aspect. Okay, let us write down a few sentences. As soon as you enter the class, okay, you can definitely greet them. Good morning or good afternoon. Whatever is the hour of the day, accordingly, you can just greet them. Good morning, students. How are you all doing? Or good morning, students. Hello, everyone. How are things with you? You can just start off something like this. Okay. How are things with you is also perfectly fine. Or how are things? And definitely you can talk about the weather. Wow, today is a bright day. Today is a sunny day. What do you think? Today is a rainy day. Vaanastunte ala rainy day and cheppochu. Bright ga unte bright day, sunny day. Or if it's a cold day, if it's winter. Oh my God, today it is so cold outside. See, I have just written a few sentences. Rest all while I'm speaking, you can make note of it. Today is a cold day. Are you all feeling cold? It's a rainy day. How many of you love this rainy season? Do you enjoy rainy season? Did you carry an umbrella with you? I mean, these things apply to offline classes. Now that it is virtual, you can modify it a little bit. It's really beneficial for virtual classes, though it is raining, right? They don't have to step out of the house, comfort of their house, and they cannot miss their classes. Otherwise, they would have given so many reasons to skip school, right? So you can start off like this. But you can just say, what a lovely day. What a lovely day. Whatever the weather is, however it is, you can always brighten up the mood by saying, what a lovely day. This expression can be used commonly for everybody. And then it is time to introduce yourself. Okay, it's time to introduce yourself. You can just, if you're a new teacher, you can say, my name is, I am, okay. Whatever is your name, or I am. Again, let me tell you, please do not use myself. Okay, myself Deepti, myself Subhashini. Please don't use myself. You can, that's a wrong usage. My name is, I am. I am your new English teacher. I am your new mathematics teacher, or I will be teaching English for you this year. You might not be a new teacher, but you might be teaching them a different subject this particular year. So I am your English teacher this year. You can start off. Are you all able to see the board clearly, or is it glaring? Kanpadistunda? Okay. Okay. So greetings and introduction is done. Now it is time for you to start the class. Okay, so time to begin. You can put the heading as greeting and introduction for this one as soon as you enter the class. Next, beginning of the class. What will you do? You can put the heading as beginning. Okay, let's start now. అంటే మీరు మాతృభాష యూజ్ చేస్తే కూడా కొద్దిగా you can start with such English phrases. Okay, you don't have to speak completely ekdam se. You can start with few sentences and then carry on with your subject, carry on with your language if you're comfortable. Okay. Are you all ready? Shall we start now? Can we get down to work? Work can be anything. Studying, teaching, it is work. Can we get down to work? Hope you're all able to follow my handwriting. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay. Good, good. Then you can follow anybody's handwriting if you can follow my handwriting. Okay, okay. Settle down. I think this is something which we all as teachers use a lot, right? Settle down, all of you. I'm waiting. Can you please settle down? Can you all settle down? Settle down ante inka don't be haphazard. Don't be moving around in the class. Sit in a place, be silent and take out your books and we will start. That is the meaning of settle down. I'm waiting. Idi kuda chana common phrase. Maintain silence. Then we can start. Maintain silence. How many of you use this? Stop talking. minimum 10 times in a day. Stop talking, right? And a very, very common phrase. Now, after these virtual classrooms have started, what is the most common phrase teachers manam use chesedi? Am I audible? Right? So that is the very common phrase which we all use. You can add to this. Am I audible? Is my voice clear? Okay. So these are the things, these are the phrases which you can use in the beginning in English and then start on with your lesson. Can you hear? Here ante idi homonym Shivraju garu. H-E-R-E here ante ikkada anamata. H-E-A-R ante vintunda ani. Here. So can you hear? Am I audible? Is my voice clear? Edaina cheppochu. So I think we've learned around 10 sentences here. I've written down a few, rest all I'm telling you. Yeah. Mute your device. Can you all go on mute? It's disturbing the class. Regularly we can start using. Ante we know all these things. It's very simple, but we don't tend to use it in between. So when we start using it, we become more comfortable in speaking English. If you keep using English in between your Telugu, in between your language, maybe Hindi or any other language, whatever you're using, you will get more comfortable in using the language English, right? Okay. Now this is about beginning of the class. You have asked everybody to settle down, maintain silence, please stop talking. Now let us start. Are we all ready? Now let's get down to work on this. Okay. Now let us see what is the next chapter. I'll keep sharing my screen in between also, PPTs and board, so that I don't get boring. Okay. I keep showing the PPTs, then you will all get bored. You'll just start reading from the PPTs. So we will switch between PPT and the screen. Okay. Now, greetings and introduction. Then beginning. We also learned, right? How do we start? These are some of the common phrases which we learned. Now, addressing the students. Next, you create that warmth and you develop that relationship with the students. How do we do that? I will teach you some phrases. Now you will have to take attendance, right? So what can you say? Who is not here today? Who isn't here today? Geeta, where were you yesterday? I'm just taking some name example. You can use whichever name is there. Where were you yesterday? Maybe she was absent. So you are asking the reason. You are trying to develop that bonding, develop that affection. If somebody has come in late, like they haven't logged in first 5 minutes or they have come late to the class, have you overslept? Yeah. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you today? If somebody is little dull, not active as always, you can use the name accordingly. Okay. What's the matter with you, Girish? What's the matter with you, Geeta? Like you're not very active. Who is absent today? Or if the complete class is present, oh wow, today we have full attendance. Yeah. We have full attendance today, or we have 100% attendance today. All right. So these are some of the statements which you can use to address the students in the beginning while using
audience can't see your screen. I'm very sorry for that because you're projecting the PPT.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for mentioning that.
Because you're showing the board, right? They are unable to see. Thank you. It's
Right,
okay.
all right. Thanks for mentioning that. Is it visible now? Can you see
Yes.
the board?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Who is not here today? Where were you yesterday? If somebody has joined in late, have you overslept? What is the matter with you? If somebody is feeling dull, what is the matter with you? ఇదంతా మేము తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతాం కదా, same sentences you can just use it in English. Who is absent today? We have 100%. Wow, that is amazing. That's good. You can also say, don't let it happen again. Okay. If a person is consistently joining late and not able to come to the class in time, don't let it happen again. Do not repeat this again. Every time you do this, please don't let it happen again. Okay. Kanpadistunda last sentence. You can just type S in the chat box if it's clear. Okay, okay, fantastic. Okay. Now we will move on to common instructions, what we can give to the students. So what is the next section? First, we started with greeting, introduction, and then we moved on to beginning of the lesson, how to begin, right? Has everybody settled down? That. Then we started with how you can address the students, create that warmth, take the register, take account of presentees and absentees. Now we have to give them some common instructions, right? As and when the lesson is booked. So please put the heading as common instructions. We learned around 10 sentences in this section, right? Okay, common instructions. Open your books, whichever subject it is. You can mention the subject. Open your book at page number. Okay. Generally, people tend to say to. It's not to. Preposition to. It's at. Open your books at page number. Or if you want to use to, you can say turn to page 73. Okay. Turn to page 73. Turn to page 91. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Are you ready to start? Are you ready to start? Are you all with me? We learn these concepts today. We will learn these concepts today. Okay, just the common instructions. In between, you keep adding English. We learn these concepts today. Everything okay so far? In between, you're explaining. So you can stop and you can ask them. Everything okay so far? Are you all able to understand till now? Again, one more common sentence. I'm writing few. I'm also, verbally telling the other sentences. You can make a note of it. Everything okay so far? Do you follow me? Do you follow me? Okay. Yeah, did you all write it down? Now, when offline classes are going, you can also add more instructions like come to the front of the class, stand in front of your desk. Can you stand and answer? Please, can you all sit down? Come inside. You go out. Come to the front. You go at the back. The person in the center, can you please come forward? So all these things, you can use it in offline classes. In online, you can say, you can call out their names and you can say, okay, you go first. Then the other person can speak one after the other. Can you be more patient? Do you want me to write all these statements? Simple ones, no? Me write chukada. Yeah, simple ones. Please be patient. Your turn will come. Okay? Everybody will get a chance. Don't worry. I will give you a chance. So all these instructions, you can keep giving. We will write even more. See, instructions, you can write as many as possible. I'll give you some more. Once we are done with this, I'll give you some more instructions. All of you repeat it. All of you, repeat it. Write it in your books. Write it in your books. I want everyone to join. And sometimes we tend to use daily twice. Okay, that's again the wrong usage. You can say every day. Daily, we have the same problem with you. We tend to say this, no? You can say every day. Every day. You need to follow this. Every day you need to follow this instead of daily. First of all, let me tell you. Or after that, let me tell you. First of all, let me tell you. After that, let me tell you. And many times in virtual classes, students keep looking here and there and they don't even switch on the camera, right? You can ask them to switch on the camera. Look here, please. Look this way, please. Look this way. Switch on the camera. Yeah, did you write down? Everybody? Listen carefully. This is again a very common one which we use. How many of you use this? Listen carefully. So you can walk carefully. You can do something carefully, but how to carefully listen? We actually mean when we say that, please have your concentration here. Okay? Concentrate completely. That is what we mean when we say listen carefully. Actually, the right usage of that is listen attentively. Okay, pay your attention here and listen to me. Be attentive in the class. Listen to me. Now, by using all these instructions, we have learned around 20 statements here. In giving instructions, we can keep on adding to it. We can make it 30, 40, 50. Just I've given you some 20 instructions. I've written 12 on the board. Few more I just told you verbally. And you can add to this as many you want to. Now you have completed the lesson. Now you want to ask them like questions. Okay. And also you want to ask them that, do you want to clarify your doubts? So you are keeping it open for them to interact with you. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, or if you can start asking them questions to know that whether they have understood or not. Okay. So that we'll keep it as interactive section. Next one, we will keep it as interactive. Or interaction. Here, you are asking questions and you are also taking questions. Any questions, please? Louder. I can't hear you. Yeah. Please be louder. That's an interesting question. Only when they have understood something, they will ask question. Or if they haven't understood anything, they will ask you questions. Right? There will be only two reasons for them to ask you questions. Understood everything or not understood anything. So if that question is something which is coming out of their understanding, then it's very nice to say that's an interesting question. Or when they have responded to your questions, like they have answered your question perfectly, then you say, excellent. That's right. Or if it is not completely right, you can say, you almost got it. Okay? You almost got it. If they're partially right, you can say, you almost got it. Or you can say, try again. Try again. Good try. If they have really tried well and still they are not getting the right answer, you can say, good try. Give it another go. Yeah, give it another go. Okay. Lots of statements like this while you are interacting with them, asking them questions, and they are also asking you questions. Now they've answered very well, or they have tried to answer. You have to give them feedback, right? So what statements can be used in giving feedback? We will understand that. So you can put the heading of the section as feedback. Hope I'm not going very fast. Everybody able to follow me? Yeah. I know certain things are elementary, but it is very essential to get our elementary things right. And we will be knowing, will not be using it. So I'm just making it clear to everybody. Yeah. Everybody with me? Okay. Thank you. So feedback. Now feedback can be, positive feedback or not so positive also. So you can say, you have improved a lot. You've is the short form of you have. You've improved a lot. You're on the right track. Yeah, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Fabulous job. If they have really done very good with the project work or some assignment which you have given, fabulous job. Fantastic work. Good efforts. You're appreciating their efforts. Yeah, good efforts. Great job. That's nice. Simple one. That's nice. Okay. So you're giving them, motivating them through your feedback. And very simple ones. Sometimes when we don't give them the right feedback at the right time, they don't get motivated. They don't get motivated to answer you again. So it's very important. Keep using such appreciative words, such positive words, and they'll come back to you with answers. It will motivate them to learn better. I'm sure as teachers, we all do that. Okay. Now we are done with the lesson. We are done with the questions. And now we will come towards the end of the lesson. So finishing one. Okay. So you can put the section as finish. Yeah, you're finishing the session. So what all can you say before you finish? It's time to pack. We have almost finished. We are running out of time. rest in next class. Remember your homework, or remember your assignment. Prepare for the next chapter. Okay, prepare for the next chapter. Finish this exercise. Maybe you have given the exercise numbers. So finish this exercise. Let's complete the other ones in the next class. We'll continue this lesson next Monday. We will do the rest of this chapter in our next session or next time. Okay, and the best thing to say is, today there is no assignment. There is no homework. Today there is no homework. Yeah, that also you can do sometimes, right? And you can always say, like, if it's a weekend, have a nice weekend. If it's special occasions, like if it's somebody's birthday, you can wish happy birthday. Or if it's a festival, you can say, happy Gauri Ganesha, or happy Sankranti, happy birthday, or happy Nagara Panchami, whatever it is, special occasions. You can wish during festivals, you can wish them on their birthdays. And if there is a holiday, long duration, then you can wish them, enjoy your holidays, enjoy your vacation. Okay, these can be used. While you finish, you can take up these special occasions and you can wish them. Or in the beginning also, you can do for festivals and birthdays. Okay, so it's time to end. Let's meet in next class. These are the regular things which we use, and we have learned more than 10, 15. So every section, how many sections did we complete? Can somebody type it in the chat box or just tell me? We will go to our PPT. I have all the sections there. Okay. Yeah. So common instructions 4. And then questions and response. How you can ask questions and how you can take questions. Yeah. 5. And encouraging students by giving them feedback so that you bring out the best in them. It's always nice when somebody praises us. We feel like we have to do more of such things. So you are bringing out the best in them. And then this feedback process. Again, as much as possible, give a constructive feedback. And on special occasions, how can you add, along with finishing line, how can you add these special occasion phrases and finish it? Okay. And even if you want to summarize and analyze whatever happened in the class, that also can be done in 1 or 2 lines. So, okay, today we finished these concepts. So the remaining ones we will take in the next class. I'm sure you all have understood. Do you all follow? Have you understood such things, such phrases? Keep introducing in between. Okay. And this is one tip which I want to give to all my teachers. Of course, you're all aware of this, I'm sure. But I love this particular concept, positive and negative discipline. Generally, as teachers, we tend to point out or identify students when something goes wrong, when they're doing some mistake, like they're talking in between the class, or they're disturbing the class, or they're unwantedly asking irrelevant questions. So we get irritated and we point out their mistakes and we try to discipline them. Don't do this, don't do that. And our mind is not capable of comprehending the negative. It cannot do it. Shall I just show you a small example how we all cannot comprehend the negative? Yeah, do you want to do this activity? Just 1 second. I will prove it to all of you. Okay. Now, all of you, do not think of an elephant. Don't think of an elephant. What happened? Everybody thought of an elephant. So the mind cannot understand negative things. When you say don't do that, they cannot understand that. Rather, you should say what they have to do. That is called positive disciplining. I will tell you how you can do positive disciplining. Well, I'm sure many of you know about this. We have to appreciate when they do something good. They're remaining silent in the class. I really appreciate the way you are being patient in the class. Is a very good gesture. It's a very good way of disciplining them the positive way. Okay, so that will give you the desirable behavior. Whatever you want from the child will be given to you when you appreciate it. I really appreciate the way you are waiting for all your questions to be answered towards the end of the class. I really like your attitude. I like your patience. I like your discipline. So the child gets motivated to express the same kind of behavior every time in the class. So as much as possible, my dear friends, my dear teachers, try to reinforce the positive disciplining in students rather than negative disciplining. This will give you the desired results. I've just put down the definitions here. If you want, you can read it for yourself. I'm sure you have done it by now. So rather than punishing the negative, you appreciate the positive. Okay. I'm really surprised at the way you are able to understand the concepts and you don't have a single question to ask me. So that shows you have understood it completely, isn't it? So they feel, okay, I think the teacher feels that if I'm silent, I have understood everything. So let me concentrate more in my next class and let me really try to understand everything. Okay. So try to discipline them in a very positive way. And it's a 4-step process which can actually trigger the positive discipline in students. As I have mentioned here, you can just say, it's a very good job. You're raising your hand before you ask me a question. See, you're reinforcing their positive behavior. You are identifying the positive behavior. So next time, when the other students want to ask a question, they will automatically raise their hand. Instead of saying, please raise your hand every time you just interfere in the class, disturb the class by asking questions. I really appreciate, good job. You're raising your hand before you ask the question. Right? You are also setting the rules very clear. Why should you raise your hand? It shows that you have respect for others. You have the patience to wait for your turn. And in turn, you're also expecting the others also to respect you. So that when they want to ask the question, they will raise their hand. Okay. And you're acknowledging their positive disciplining, their positive behavior. You're acknowledging by saying that in the class in front of everybody. And how can you reward it? How will they get motivated? Just by your smile. Okay, just by your smile, they will get motivated. Of course, it's not offline classes now. Otherwise, you could have gone and tapped their shoulders, touched their head. That always, grows that bonding and affection, and it will be like a reward to them. But at least now you can give a smile. Yeah, that eye contact with them. And eye contact is always into the camera, of course, now. So through that, you can positively motivate them. Remember, it is the teacher who makes the difference and not the classroom. Be an awakener. Be an awakener. Do you understand the meaning of this? You have to awaken their curiosity, their interest, their positivity, their vibrations. And they should get, teaching is something, it's infectious. They should get addicted to it. They should get addicted to the subject. They should get addicted to the entire class. So be an awakener. Thank you so much for bearing with me, for sitting through my class. I had a wonderful interaction with all of you. Hope I have not crossed my time limit. Subbarao Garu, I'm done with the class. Thank you so much. And it was extremely a very good experience for me. Discussing about simple things, but again in a very meaningful way. Hope it was helpful to all of you and you will all be able to implement it in your class. It's open for questions. Anybody wants to ask me anything, you can definitely do so.
Thank you very much, madam. As you said, you made it simple by your class. The way you treated it. ఎక్కడో పైనుంచి దిగొచ్చి చెప్పినట్టు కాకుండా the casual approach, by the casual approach you have taken, you made it very simple. So I believe that by looking at their videos, so many people are very eagerly noted down all those things you told them. It is not important to note down. as I believe, in my experience, we note down so many things, but what goes into mind and what goes into heart is more important than to note down. I strongly believe that you gave them a very good confidence or a treatment that yes, English is a friend, we can make friendship with English. Thank you for inspiring us. A good teacher inspires.
Thank
So
you.
you are a good teacher and you inspired us towards our behavior towards English. So some people are raising hands, ma'am. We will take few questions.
Sure, sir.
హ్యాపీ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. హ్యాపీ ఈవినింగ్ మేడం.
ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఎవరు మాట్లాడే వాళ్ళు వీడియో ఆన్ చేసుకోవాలండి.
సార్ ఐ యామ్ అనేబుల్ టు ఓపెన్ మై వీడియో సార్, సో దట్స్ వై.
ఓకే, చెప్పండి.
హ్యాపీ ఈవినింగ్ మ్యామ్.
Happy evening.
నైస్ టు మీట్ యు మ్యామ్. ఐ యామ్ సో
Same here.
హ్యాపీ టు
Hear your voice.
I am Telugu medium background totally, but
Okay.
I am fully confident, ma'am, today.
Wow.
Wonderful session, madam. Wonderful. Thank you so much, madam.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank
Your
you,
confidence, my reward. Thank you so much. Me parent
Akila, madam.
Akhila. Thank you so much, Akhila.
Thank you, ma'am. Wonderful session.
సో ప్లీజ్ గివ్ యువర్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్స్. నేను మిమ్మల్ని అందరికీ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్స్ కంపల్సరీగా ఆడియో 2 minutes ఇవ్వాలని చెప్పాను. మీరందరి ఫీడ్బ్యాక్స్ నేను మేడంకి పంపిస్తాను, మేడం వింటారు. యూజ్ దిస్ క్లాస్ టైమ్ ఫర్ క్వశ్చన్స్, నాట్ ఫర్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్.
All right.
ప్లీజ్ లిమిట్ యువర్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ అండ్ ఆస్క్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగండి. అంటే there is a condition, ma'am. Whoever gives feedback and they will only get certificate, so they have to give feedback.
Okay, that's a positive way of motivating them. Very nice.
So Veena garu,
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Nice to see you. I was attending from the day one. I'm so happy today. After attending your session, it's not feedback. I just wanted to know that what you have present the screen on, so that if it is possible, can you share it in the WhatsApp? That would be helpful for us. Like if I'm giving anywhere like demos or something to appreciate, it's not appreciation, like encouraging, so that
Okay.
words would be helpful for us. Is it
Okay.
possible?
Sure, I'll do that.
Because I have noted everything, I have taken the screenshot, but 2 lines are missing, like when I was writing and when I was taking the screenshot. So that's the
Okay.
reason I'm asking.
See, you're such a dedicated teacher and student. You don't want to miss those 2 lines.
they are
No,
very
that 2
eager
lines
to
also
note
will
down
helpful life.
each and every minute thing.
Very nice. Very nice to know
Yes.
that, Veena. What do you teach?
Yeah, I'll teach maths.
Oh, excellent.
I'll teach maths and I'm working in international school.
Awesome, awesome. Do you mind if I correct you? It's not maths, it's math. Mathematics is the-
Mathematics. Actually, it is math.
Correct.
Yes, I know, but it was the fluent. It has come. for me.
It's a bad
Actually,
habit.
it's math.
Bad pronunciation.
Wonderful,
Yes.
Veena. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Subhashini garu.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Subhash.
Ma'am?
వినపడుతున్నారు, చెప్పండి.
Wait.
She missed her question. No, you are muted and mute loki వెళ్ళిపోయారు చూడండి. You unmute yourself. Okay, now ask the question. Okay. Ask your question, ma'am. Subhashini garu.
Good evening, ma'am.
లేదు, there is some audio problem అండి, ఒకసారి అది కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి.